What is up? How's it going? Welcome. BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to a late night DLT live stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. What's up, Blue Crew? How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody and your constant support, Blue Crew. You guys are awesome. What's up, Legendary? How you doing? XRP Leon, how you doing, my man? Just bought some more XRP XLM Algo. I can't stop buying. Bro, that beat is making me super powerful. Thanks, XRP Leon. I'm happy it pumped you up, man. Guys, thanks for the 2 viewers and already 5 likes jumping into the stream. Let's get into it. Let me know how the connection is. How's it coming through, guys? Can you hear me loud and clear? How's the volume? How's the connection? So we got BTC now bouncing back into the $32,000 range. I mean, right when we saw it, you know, it just came back up again from that 29,000. Is this just a relief pump, or are we going to be seeing some more action towards the upside? We'll just have to wait and see, but this week is already getting pretty exciting. Everything good with the volume? XRP Leon, appreciate you, man. So we got Doge at 19 cents. We got DOT back at $12. Didn't take too long for DOT to go from 10 to 12. Pretty quick right there in terms of that bounce. Once Solana was under $25, they didn't stay down for too long. XLM having pretty good movement. Let's see what's going on in terms of the overall 24-hour volume, if any cryptos kind of pop out in terms of their overall volume. Dash doing pretty well. Nice breakup towards the upside, like Crypto Mike was calling out right here. Dash moved up pretty well towards the upside. Got EOS doing some good things in terms of the volume, and VeChain picking up the volume again. Man, once VeChain hit that 5-cent mark, it just came back doing its thing. You got Atom still at $10, in the $10 range. Right when it dipped beneath it, it was bought back up. So we got some good green in the past 24 hours. Starting the hour a little bit bearish, but we'll see how it picks up, you guys. Let's see what's going on in the past hour, which cryptos are standing out. Kava doing its thing. Definitely very bullish on the future for Kava, without a doubt. First interledger solutions provider on the Cosmos ecosystem. They're going to be doing some good things, I'm sure, with Cosmos and XRP and that interledger protocol solution. We got XDB at 7.85. Ask Permission doing its thing. Dragon Chain at 8 cents, man. Dragon Chain is looking severely undervalued at that price. Bloomberg said MoneyGram will push XLM to the moon. Yeah, XLM is going to do some great things as well, man. I mean, we still have to see how things are going to unfold, right? Yes, these collaborations, these partnerships are very nice to see, but we need to see some action that follows through, right? And the action for us as investors is movement in price and adoption and deployments, right? So let's see what ends up happening. What if MoneyGram gives a review of XLM saying that they're not as good as XRP, right? But people are saying Stellar is going to buy MoneyGram, you know, just to one-up Ripple, I suppose. MoneyGram is set to draw takeover interest from Stellar. I mean, until we get some real news, that's just rumors for right now. Let's see when actual action happens, when papers are signed, when they're actually using the digital asset XLM like they were actually using the digital asset XRP. Then we'll get really excited for XLM. But hey, man, it's good to see those rumors bubbling and, you know, start seeing something coming out of the XLM camp. Could be exciting news in the weeks ahead, in the months ahead. We still got till the end of the year, guys. Anything can happen in 2021, especially with the way the year started off, man. And of course, cryptos like Dogecoin moonshotting. Wouldn't be surprised if XLM does its thing. What's a loyal viewer got to do to get a wrench around here? You got one, man. Crypto refrigeration mining, you got one, my dude. Appreciate you tuning in, my man. Animal54 in the house. Dan, the XRP, man. Good to see you guys. Appreciate your support, as always. So, guys, we do have some news today. We got some speculation stuff as well. We're gonna be looking at seeing what's going on with these all this flooding that's happening around the world, or at least that we're being made aware of, right? We got 60% of uber rich family offices considering crypto or own it, says Goldman Sachs. Tether promises an audit in months as Paxos claims USDT is not a real stablecoin. Huh, how convenient. In months, right? So general. Could be 6 months, could be 10 months, right? Could be just in time for when these central bank digital currencies are coming out. CBDCs being released. Maybe not fully to the public, but you guys know what I'm saying. We all waiting for action. No more talk, man. Exactly, man. And if there's rumors of a collaboration or anything like that, or these institutions that are partnering up with these cryptos, we're already setting our positions, man. We're going to speculate with an XLM. We're going to speculate with Algorand. We're going to speculate with Hbar, Quant, XDC, XTZ, LTO. You know, we'll speculate with those cryptos because of their correlations with ISO 20022 or major businesses and major institutions, central banks. We're definitely going to be taking a swing at those. By the way, guys, I'm not a pro trader. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do. I usually say that at the beginning of the stream, but it took a little bit for that one to come out. So we got Tether promises an audit in months, and Paxos claims USDT is not a real stablecoin. And then, of course, we got some charts. I got the default one here with the Akash. Akash looking like it's possibly bouncing around this range. I don't know if we're going to go to any lower for Akash. I guess the lowest you could go is 198, but it looks like it's already starting to pivot right here towards the upside, and this one's been just going sideways for a good long time since February, but definitely one of our more favorite projects in the space, man. This D-Cloud DeFi cannot exist without a decentralized cloud solution. All of DeFi, majority of DeFi at least, on Ethereum. Since Ethereum nodes, 60% of Ethereum nodes are on centralized cloud providers. Doesn't really make decentralized finance truly decentralized. That's why we need Akash. That's why we need the decentralized cloud marketplace built on Cosmos SDK, building on top of the Interledger protocol. Very exciting times for AKT, and maybe one of the last moments. Not trying to cause you guys to FOMO into it. I like this crypto. I'm just talking about my journey on this channel and digging what Akash could bring in the future, especially at a possible bottom right here and wonderful retracement point on the Fibonacci, going from our low to our high right there. Sweet spot at the 78.6 while respecting the long-term support trend and dealing with former resistance as support at the bottom of the stock RSI. Remember, guys, we were calling for this pivot. It had to give. How long this pivot's going to go for, that's still to be questioned, and maybe, just maybe, we go lower. I don't see it for Akash personally. I don't see Akash going into like the 99-cent range per AKT, but that's just me. I think this is a good, especially looking at the charts right here, looks like a good long-term trend support right here at a perfect pivot range at that 78.6. We'll see what ends up happening. At least, hopefully, a relief rally coming in to end the summer on a strong note, and then maybe we're bearish for September, October, and then we get back onto it in December into 2022. We'll see how this journey unfolds, but so far, we're getting the pivot we want, right? Bought 1,000 yesterday and went to 28% after I bought. Nice, dude. My wallet is exhausted. Just switching between Fresh and Fit and this. Have you ever heard of their podcast? No, I haven't, man. Fresh and Fit. I got to check it out. It's on Spotify. What do you think of Polygon Matic? I'm personally not a fan of Ethereum or any Ethereum layer 2 solution. But in a way, I do own some Ethereum to support Ethereum and their ecosystem if they do succeed, because I could always be possibly wrong. And I do see them in across so many organizations. Hell, the DTCC themselves have said they're building on top of Ethereum and using Ethereum in the Hyperledger consortium. So Ethereum do believe has a bright future, but I do believe other cryptos may have an even brighter future. And so that's why a majority of my investment isn't going to Ethereum. So Polygon, it's a layer 2 solution. We'll see what the future for Polygon's going to be bringing. It looks very bullish, but I think it's already had such a tremendous pump towards the upside from where it was, sort of like a Cardano, right? Going from 3 cents. Won't be surprised if you see it at $5, $10, and then a major crash or retracement towards the downside for Matic and Cardano. But you know, those cryptos I think are still hype ahead of the reality. And you know, but this is just my opinion. At the end of the day, I could totally be wrong. I just rather put my money in other directions. Something like a Solana, for example. I believe Solana is like the real deal Ethereum, but who knows? Maybe Ethereum turns out to be the real deal Ethereum. Only time will tell. So I have a little bit of Ethereum, but not going all in. What's up, Miles P? How you doing, my man? It's kind of like the state of my portfolio right now. It's just me. I like a lot of these cryptos. I want to be involved in some of these, even if it's a little bit, you know, can always build up in the future. I don't think, yes, things can get turned around very quickly in crypto, and there can be major price spikes and just unbelievable money that'll come towards our way and our gains. And if so, great, we win. And if it's going to be going sideways forever, I can just keep stacking up these, you know, cryptos little by little, and then all of a sudden they turn out to maybe be nice bags down the line. We'll just have to see. You know, everybody's got their own strategy at the end of the day and what they're doing. I got a Tradle portfolio and I got a HODL portfolio. The HODL portfolio I'm not touching for a very, very long time unless news, like specific type of, you know, events end up happening for it. But towards the upside or downside, you know what I'm saying. Jonah Morgan, do you like VET? Yeah, I like VET. I do believe VeChain's very undervalued. Let's check out VeChain. We've been calling for the pivot there for VeChain as well, and we got it, right? Same thing, kind of what you're seeing here with Akash. You're meeting your long-term support trend, or at least your new long-term support trend going back to November of 2020 at least. VeChain's got an even longer support trend that could take it down to the 2 pennies range, and then possibly getting the true pivot, the true move to the upside right there. But I wouldn't be surprised if it happens here. You're at the 78.6 point of retracement since your run up, the beginning of your bull run in November of 2020. I mean, VeChain can really melt some faces very soon, and people could definitely be caught off guard of what could be going on with VeChain. Remember, it just takes 1 day or 2 to change the overall sentiment of the market. I'm not saying it's happening right now, but this pivot just, I'm happy that the TA, you know, at least was able to bring in these green candles. Hopefully there's more to come, and we can start working our way up towards the top of the channel before any major retracement that can possibly happen towards the downside. Possibly create a new high right around this range, right? Yeah, personally, what I'm getting addicted to is the super high APY of Osmo right now. So what I've been doing is buying Atom on, you know, Coinbase or something, because Coinbase in America is basically like the go-to, even though it's super expensive and kind of sucks. But besides that, getting some Atom and then sending it over to Osmo or to the Kepler wallet and converting it into Osmo and then staking it right away to get 300% APY and getting daily payouts. It's been kind of addicting. I've been wanting to spread out my investments into other cryptos, and I do have other cryptos that I'm trying to build, you know, bags for. But right now, man, getting that APY you know, hopefully Osmo is going to be pivoting towards the upside and back towards that $8 range in the future, maybe even to $10. Who knows, guys? It came out during a bear trend and a bear market, so who knows what the future for the first IBC enabled crypto, the inter-blockchain communication layer, having been launched as well during that bear trend. So I'm looking at it, I'm seeing this APY decreasing. It started off at around 500%, started going past the 400s. Now we're in the 300% APY, and I just want to take advantage of that for as long as I can until, you know, it starts getting around the Akash range of like 50%, 47%. And even those are amazing staking numbers, percentages on daily payouts. And this is where you want to be staking, right? At the bottom of these downtrends. Same thing with VeChain, right? You accumulate, you stake it, you get some VThor at the bottom of these downtrends. Cheers to y'all, by the way. But I hear you, man. VeChain is just so undervalued. You can try to go for, you know, the 100K challenge on VeChain if you didn't get to take advantage of it in 2018 or 2019, you know, or you can even go higher or whatever. But VeChain definitely has some really good things going for it and is a major sleeper, I believe, without a doubt, in this whole space. We got targets set up if we were to pivot towards the upside from here, and we're talking about going past a quarter VeChain, past 30 cents VeChain, which is just absolutely insane to see that. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. Exactly, my man. Actually, isn't that right? Isn't that convenient that we started getting the pivot today because of it just lined up with the B word, the Bitcoin conference that we saw earlier today with Elon Musk, Cathie Wood, and Jack Dorsey, which are doing great jobs as puppets to draw the sheeple into BTC, Bitcoin. Guys, by the way, I gotta say, appreciate the 19 viewers and the 18 likes. Thanks for kicking YouTube's butt and letting them know we're having a party over here with the Blue Crew on a DLT late night. If it's daytime for you, I hope you're off having an awesome day as well. But anyways, let's get into waterfalls, or not waterfalls, but flooding that's happening across. It just looked like a waterfall and I just said it right away, what was on my mind. But there's all these flooding accidents or incidences that are being shown, like happening in all these different countries. You got it in Africa, you got it in Oman right here, you got it in China, people worrying about flooding in China. And so I'm trying to absorb what's this like overall message of what we're witnessing here with all this flooding. Aside from, you know, climate change initiatives and all that type of stuff and the move towards a green standard, what about what happens when XRP is declared not a security and liquidity just floods on in to the XRP ledger? This is going to basically be what's going to be happening all across the world, is just a flooding of liquidity for these countries. Because remember, if you're using XRP, if you're using the XRPL, you're freeing up locked up liquidity that you don't need any longer hold in reserves at your respective central bank. You can just be holding your own local currency and letting XRP do the work of converting, instead of you having to custody dollars, yens, euros, if you're in Mexico, a Mexican central bank, for example. I thought the SEC has to prove the sale of MoneyGram. What's up with that? McCaleb selling all that XRP but still able to buy MoneyGram? Doesn't sound right. Jimmy the Meek, we just have to wait to see how this news unfolds. You know, once it starts becoming, we'll see it become a thing. We definitely believe Stellar is up to something, though, right? I mean, we can agree on that, and especially during the journey through this channel. We know XLM is going to probably be doing some major things, and probably be just like that brother to XRP. It's just going to always be these kind of two digital assets because of such a unique form of consensus that they have, alongside with Atom. Atom, XLM, and XRP have a very similar form of consensus. They're both Byzantine consensus algorithms. Atom's is a little bit different than XRP and XLM, but, you know, a lot of developers building on it. But this isn't about Cosmos. This is about XRP and XLM, and I wouldn't be surprised. You got future smart cities going on with XLM, right? Acoin, right? That's going to be happening. Who knows what other smart cities are going to be built? IrisNet has some smart cities being built, and they're connecting to the blockchain service network. I've been doing a ton of deep diving on IrisNet and this iService and blockchain service network, because I just can't believe the amount of value that IrisNet is at 6 cents. And the capabilities of what they could do in the future. And same thing with VeChain, right? So I believe there's going to be a flood of liquidity that's going to be coming. That's what I believe all this flooding symbolism that we're seeing is going on. But some other stuff that we have. Check this out from freaking Ashton Kutcher. Remember, he donated to Ellen with Ripple, right? On the show, he talked about Ripple and being an investor in Ripple. Well, check out what this video says. I'd like to know what the Blue Crew thinks. Let me just set this up really quick.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's crypto?
It's digital currency. What's the next one?
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
It's like what information's stored on. So like, it's, you know, what information is stored on.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's decentralization?
Oh, there's not one person in charge of anything. So it's everybody keeps everybody else in check. So there's not one big like unit or entity to uphold everybody to the same code. It's the people holding each other responsible.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's Ethereum?
So Ethereum is a general purpose blockchain. So unlike other blockchains like Bitcoin, for example, that are just designed around one application, so the way that Bitcoin is designed around digital money, Ethereum is an open platform that allows people to build their own applications on top. And anything built on top of Ethereum, it's protected, secured, everything is checked by this entire network of thousands of computers around the world that are protecting and checking every transaction on the blockchain. But because it supports a programming language, developers have this unlimited creativity in what kinds of things that they actually create on Ethereum. So you can use Ethereum to make cryptocurrencies or NFTs or many other kinds of things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that happened, right? Got Ashton Kutcher. Guys, it's amazing now. Now it's Ashton Kutcher. We're just getting a whole roundabout of the celebrity influence and jumping into crypto. I mean, guys, we were not getting this in 2020, 2019, 2018. You weren't getting, you know, Tom Brady opening up his own NFT platform. You weren't getting Ashton Kutcher talking to Vitalik Buterin in his home with his wife, educating, you know, their fans, their reach of people to cryptos, right, that are out there. And we know Ashton Kutcher owns Ripple. Not owns Ripple completely, but he owns some Ripple, right? I'm sure his wife does as well. I'm sure they know what they're doing. These puppets are doing a great job of bringing the masses to these very generalized cryptos, the 1 and 2, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the Dogecoin. They never talk about XRP. They never talk about XLM, despite XRP and XLM being the top gainers of that massive 2017 bull run that we had. The biggest bull run we've had in a long time up until this current one, right? And now, in this current one, XRP and XLM are lagging behind in a big way, in a similar way that they did in 2017. And so now we got maybe a push for Ethereum right here, because maybe Vitalik saw what FTX is doing with Tom Brady, right? Maybe they saw, you know, what Tron did with Lindsay Lohan. I don't know. I don't think Ethereum maybe sees Tron as a competitor, even though there's some interesting things with Tron for sure. But you got maybe Vitalik paying Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Who knows, man? It is a crazy world we're living in this Wild West. And, you know, people buy and invest based off what these celebrities are saying, based off what Tom Brady is saying, based off what Ashton Kutcher is saying, based off what Mila Kunis is saying, based off what Elon Musk is saying, Jack Dorsey, Kathy Wood, all these pillars and these celebrities and people that are placed on a pedestal by others. And yet, when we go to YouTube, and very easy to access and see what's going on and what the money is actually saying. The Bank for International Settlements, talking just today, 14 hours ago,
June 30th, work of the
about their innovation hub, right, that specializes with CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. You got Augustus Carson's here talking about it. The shift over to faster, more frictionless payments, right?
Dear
We just had
colleagues,
Barclays
in our
a couple of
session
days
today-
ago. We just had Barclays a couple of days ago talking ISO 20022 and the importance of ISO 20022 and their 5-year plan. We're in the second year of this blockchain innovation hub from the BIS. This is a great video to look into, by the way, if you're interested in getting updates of the state of central bank digital currencies. Check this out. 3 different tracks on the CBDC route. You have a multiple CBDC platform. You have a wholesale CBDC platform. You have a retail CBDC platform. And all of them have their own different use.
was different
Right?
about it.
So maybe there's 3 different types of cryptos that end up succeeding. Maybe it is XLM, XRP, and XDC. Maybe it is XRP, XLM, and Algorand. Maybe it is Quant. Algorand and XDC and XRP and XLM are not involved. Who knows? But nobody wants to keep, invest based off this type of research, based off what the Bank for International Settlements is saying. They want to be investing based off what Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are saying, right? Because you don't have to dig deep. You already like the person. You already like the celebrity. You already think they're smart. And man, they wouldn't make a stupid investment, would they? They wouldn't steer me wrong, would they? But no, you don't want to look into, Interledger Protocol winning the Bank for International Settlements is, Mojaloop winning the ISO 20022 hackathon,
Foundation.
right? Mojaloop, you guys, involved with Interledger Protocol, with Coil, with Ripple, with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the ISO 20022 standard right there, the Bank for International Settlements announcing them as winners. But no, that's not really big news and much news that people care about, right? They care about this type of stuff. They get attracted and fly like flies towards like that zapper, right? But entertaining nonetheless, and I love seeing the celebrity talk picking up again because it brings more volume to the space. It brings some newbies into the space, and they'll mature over time. Just more and more new people getting into crypto and what's going on with crypto. Oh, nice. BIS.org just even released even more stuff. Price stability and beyond, understanding the impact of the ECB strategy review. This is why we like to keep our eyes on the prize, man. It's like why we want to keep track of what these people are saying, not what the Ashton Kutchers are saying. No, I mean, sure, we'll keep track of them and what they're saying just to know that they're playing their part. They're doing their thing, right? Oh man, I hope my internet connection doesn't die on me again. Okay, I think we're good. Spencer Blackburn, what's up, my man? Here's a wrench. With the wrench comes great responsibility. Please use it wisely. Welcome to the Blue Crew. Everybody welcome Spencer Blackburn to the Blue Crew, my man. XR Pacific in the house. Live Art in the house. Cheers to you, my man. Van Life Biker. Mix. How you guys? How you guys doing? ETH still marketing, keeping that boat afloat. Yep, things that make you go, I mean, no doubt, though. No doubt that Ethereum definitely has a lot of traction towards it. It's going to probably have a very nice bull cycle. Who knows if it's here for the long run? But definitely in the short term, Ethereum's future is very bright. Who knows about the long run? But dang, we definitely have a lot of connections in all sorts of directions going on with Ethereum. But I can't wait to see what XRP is doing. The one that can't be named, right? The one that shan't be named. And when it starts to explode, you start seeing the celebrities coming in, that's when we'll know to sell, you guys. That's when they're talking XRP through the roof, right? Send that price up to freaking, you know, the hundreds. Guys, because when it's declared not a security, what do you think is going to be happening in the space? The whole perspective of the crypto market is going to shift, going crap. Global regulators across the whole globe have approved of XRP as a digital currency and not a security. It don't matter about your maximalism at that point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about your maximalism. Long music is oh man, thank you so much, Deontay. You deserve the wrench right there, man. I sometimes forget to put the volume down, and like I did right there again. Here's a wrench, my dude. Welcome to the Blue Crew, Deontay Long. Everybody welcome Deontay to the stream. So what I'm saying, it doesn't matter about your maximalism with XRP when it's declared a digital. Once the SEC declares it a digital currency and not a security, or the Supreme Court Justice declares it that, and you have global regulators across the globe confirming that XRP is not a security and a digital currency, it doesn't matter about your maximalism in this space. It doesn't matter. Your maximalism so far in this space has brought you up to $1.3 trillion versus the trillions and trillions of dollars out there that will be flooding into the space as well, right? Your maximalism isn't going to matter. XRP is going to be facilitating the four major stable currencies, right? The four major fiat currencies, US dollar, euro, the Chinese yen, hell, pesos as well, right? RBN, RMB, all the currencies, but the major four specifically, right? And if you have it declared a digital currency by the Supreme Court Justice or the SEC confirming, we're not looking for a settlement here. We're looking to educate the SEC. We're looking to educate the globe on what XRP really is, a digital asset for faster, more frictionless payments. You already have open source protocols that anybody can build things on top of it, applications on top of it. Ripple is one of those, building applications on top of these open source technologies. And so once the SEC acknowledges that, man, it's game on. You're going to have a paradigm shift in the perspective of the crypto space. Screw your maximalism when that happens. People are going to be chasing for XRP. They're going to be like, oh man, that seems like really safe because it's been confirmed by global regulators that it's a currency, right? It's just crazy, man. Such an undervalued digital asset, I think, because people are really afraid of that SEC FUD. And, you know, they're not really seeing much walk from it, which I don't understand what it takes in order for you to understand what's going on with XRP. But I'm not here to try to guilt trip anybody. I'm just... It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Because people will buy Ethereum because of that Ashton Kutcher thing. They're going to buy Ethereum because they think Ashton Kutcher is going to send them to the moon because Ashton Kutcher has it. So that must mean it's a great investment, right? Doesn't even say he has it. He's just hanging out with Vitalik there, right? Maybe he does have it though. Maybe he has that in XRP. Speaking of XRP, let's look at the chart right here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Shout out to the Blue Crew. What's up, everybody? Guys, thanks for the 23 likes and the 18 viewers. Cheers to all of y'all. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry. Paul Chrisman, thanks so much, man. Music is way loud. I hear you, man. Lower the music down, G. I hear you, dude. I was blowing your guys' ears up. I'm sorry. Ashton Kutcher had known about XRP. He announced XRP on it. Yeah, dude, we were just talking about that before we played the video. We were saying, you know, he owns shares of Ripple, apparently. He owns some XRP. He's invested in Ripple, right? The company. So yeah, he's definitely got some XRP in his bags, for sure. And, you know, probably some Ethereum. I wouldn't doubt it. There's definitely a lot of FUD going towards Ethereum, for sure. And it could definitely succeed, without a doubt. Do you think they were in the same room? Ooh, mixed. Interesting, my man. You think the camera transition was staged? I don't know about that, man. I mean, Vitalik could have just easily paid big money to just be there and pay the actors to host him in his house and talk about Ethereum a little bit. Especially because Vitalik knows that Ashton Kutcher has talked about Ripple on Ellen, right? John Tremblay in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? All right, so let's look at another post that we got going on. We continue to keep our eyes on the prize here. Working on something exciting that is going to transform payments and fintech. Stay tuned. RippleNet, blockchain, crypto. Tranglo doing some things right here. XRP loading. What are they going to get up their sleeves, man? Keeping updates on Tranglo right away. So what else do we got here? Appreciate the Blue Crew, by the way, guys. Always good hanging out with y'all. I'm happy I've been able to do these late night live streams in the past 2 nights. By the way, I got some work tomorrow, so I probably won't be able to stream tomorrow, but definitely happy to be here with y'all right now, for sure. So, coming out from CoinDesk, stablecoins backed by securities might be treated as securities under U.S. law, says the SEC Governor Chair Gary Gensler. Hinted on Tuesday. So let's check out this for a sec. Film edit tricks, there's no way. I mean, they could do a film edit trick. It is a possibility, but I just don't know why they would fake it, because they do acknowledge Ethereum, right? And it looks like they were in on the joke. Like, they rehearsed it. Like, okay, I'm going to ask Mila about blockchain. And then we're going to bring up Ethereum out of nowhere and kind of make it a twist and reveal that you were in the same room the whole time. You know, something like that. And Ashton Kutcher is like a film producer. He's like, he knows how to direct things. I'm not sure if he directed that specific scenario, but you never know what's behind the camera, you guys. You never know how much of it could be preconceived and plotted and rehearsed. Some people probably think it just happened right there all of a sudden, right? No, I don't think you have Vitalik Buterin at your house and you know, don't have a plan of maybe filming it to advertise for Ethereum in some way, right? Yeah, check it out, Mix. If you see something, man, that hiccups, like a little hiccup or discontinuation, let me know. So the SEC chair hints some stablecoins are securities. Stock tokens and stablecoins backed by securities might be treated as securities under U.S. law, says SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Securities and Exchange Commission, GG, I'm just going to say GG for Gary Gensler, said of cryptocurrencies whose prices depend on more traditional securities might fall under securities law. Speaking to the American Bar Association on Tuesday, Gensler said some platforms are offering crypto tokens that are priced off securities and resemble derivatives products. In his view, any security-based product will have to comply with trade reporting rules and other laws. He said, make no mistake, it doesn't matter whether it's a stock token, a stable value token backed by securities, or any other virtual project that provides synthetic exposure to underlying securities. These platforms, whether in the decentralized or centralized finance space, are implicated by the securities laws and must work within our securities regime. Gensler warned that the agency may bring future enforcement actions as well, noting that we've bought some cases involving retail offering a securities-based swaps, seemingly referring to the case that SEC brought up against the app Abra, which paid $300,000 in penalties on charges of selling security-based swaps to retail investors last year. Crypto exchange Binance also recently announced it was closing its stock token business, though technically US customers should not have been able to access the service. Gensler didn't specify any tokens in his speech, but his remarks come amid increased regulatory scrutiny around digital assets, with stablecoins in particular popping up more and more in congressional hearings. So yesterday, the Circle issuer, USDC, published a breakdown of the assets backing the stablecoin. In addition to the cash, the token is backed by money market funds, commercial paper, corporate and municipal bonds, and certificates of deposit issued by the foreign banks. Some of these reserves, including the money market funds, bonds, and commercial paper, are currently treated as securities under U.S. law. Tether, the issuer of the world's largest stablecoin USDT, has also said its reserves include investments in commercial paper and corporate bonds. Gensler isn't alone in his view that stablecoins are backed by securities, should be treated as securities, and it gets hard to say that such a stablecoin isn't itself a security. I think you can easily create or craft a stablecoin that meets a test that says, no, this is not a security, the lawmaker said. Stablecoins that are backed by securities should be regulated by the SEC, he said. So we'll see, man. I want to see these regulators freaking put the foot down already, man. We've been waiting. We've been like keeping track of what these regulators have been doing for a good bit, man. And we really just want to start seeing some real feet, being put to the ground, right? Some walking and not so much the talking. And we have been seeing the walking with this current lawsuit that's happening from the Ripple and SEC lawsuit, right? And the other lawsuits I'm sure that they're involved in. But then I will feel yucky? I don't know what you mean, man. Guys, what's up to the 15 viewers? Thanks for the 25 likes, y'all. What do you guys think Gary Gensler is going to be doing ultimately? What's his game plan? To help his friends out at Algorand? To maybe possibly help out Ripple? Is cryptocurrency even really in his line of focus at this moment? Is this what he really wants to... maybe he has some other things that he's trying to take care of before he can really put his feet towards the payment right there. But anyways, let's check out where XLM is at. We definitely like where XRP is at as well. All right, man. So XLM doing some good things. Good so far. It looks like we got a breakout here, you guys. It looks like we got a breakout right here, or hitting the top of the channel. Sad. If we go wick to wick, it's the top of the channel. But if we go to candle close, which really matters, to candle close, we got a little bit of a breakout right here going on for XLM, man. Who knows what this weekend's going to bring, but at least we got this little breakout right here that could possibly take us up to at least the resistance of 28 to 30 cents, which would be a good short-term gain. If we create a newer high, yeah, you're talking about possibly 33 cents in the future right here for XLM, coming back up from that 19-cent pit. Yep, we had that circle right there at the bottom of the channel, man. You guys know it. You guys have been keeping track with us here and been with us in the past few days. We've been trying to expect this pivot to come sometime sooner rather than later and respect long-term support trends. Looks like we're getting it, right? Back since November of 2020. Or roughly around there at least. Now we just need to get back above this channel. If we can creep back above this channel, hit that 33 cents, come back down, retrace back to about 27 cents, and then continue the, who knows how long we'll be in that channel for, but hopefully continue bullish towards the upside, going back to, wouldn't say all-time highs, right? I don't think this is all-time highs, but to that 71-cent range and beyond towards the end of the year. Ray the Must, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in, my dude. Guys, thanks to the 19 viewers and 28 likes. Checking out XLM on the charts right here. Happy to get that pivot on the daily right here. We've been expecting it. We've been circling these levels of accumulation right here. Now, is this a double bottom? We'll just have to see how this plays out. If it's a double bottom, man, we're creating a massive head right here. Possible head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders situation that could be in the making right here for XLM. Let's go to Hbar, see if Hbar has already begun its pivot or not. Still in the 16-cent range, man. I think Hbar, not too bad. You possibly confirming a higher low right here with this wick, higher level of accumulation at least. Still got those targets set, man. This is still a good area right here for Hbar. Not confirming a breakout just yet, but this is where we like it right here. Still on the downtrend a little bit. Maybe we go as far down as... I just can't see it, man. Can't see it. We're treating overhead resistance or previous resistance as support right here. So this is our pivot right here, or at least we're hoping for the continuation towards the upside, taking us to around 21 cents and possibly 24 cents if it decides to go towards the top. Thoughts on Clover? Animal 54. I got to check it out. Oh, we got to add this to the list, my dude. $51 all-time high. My gosh, man. Max supply of 22K. Clover Protocol. DeFi project. I don't like it when they start talking about their tokenomics like right there on the front of the page and like giving these addresses. And I mean, I got to read into this maybe a little bit more, but already on just the general presentation of this, I'm like, it could be good for a short-term play, I suppose. But I don't think I'd be holding this too long. I'd probably just get out as soon as I can on the pump and dump. Maybe try to sell again once it hits at $31. If it even goes back up to $31. Who knows, man? These type of coins, it's so hard to judge. $213,000 cap, man. That's insane. Did you see the 8-foot horse? No, I didn't, my man. There was an 8-foot horse in the Ashton Kutcher video? That's insane. We're going to jump into the next piece of news here. 60% of uber-rich family offices considering crypto or own it. Goldman Sachs. 15% of Goldman Sachs family office clients have already purchased digital assets. A survey conducted by major investment bank Goldman Sachs has found that close to half of its family office clients want to add cryptocurrency to their portfolios, signaling the ultra-wealthy are becoming increasingly bullish on digital assets. The survey reported by Bloomberg queried more than 150 family offices worldwide found that 15% are already exposed to crypto assets. A further 45% of offices expressed interest in investing in the asset class as a hedge against higher inflation, prolonged lower rates, and other macroeconomic developments following a year of unprecedented global monetary and fiscal stimulus. However, other respondents cited concerns regarding the volatility and long-term uncertainty surrounding the price of cryptocurrencies as reasoning for their aversion to the asset class. Approximately 67% of the firms surveyed managed more than $1 billion worth of assets, with 22% of their respondents boasting assets under management exceeding $5 billion. Bloomberg describes the business of family offices as managing the wealth and personal affairs of rich people, including the likes of Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates and others. Professional services firm Ernst & Young estimates there are more than 10,000 family offices that each manages the financial affairs of only a single family, half of which were launched during the 21st century. My lord, man, these rich people, dude. Goldman Sachs' Mina Flynn asserts that most of the firm's family office clients have expressed an interest in the digital asset ecosystem, adding that many customers believe blockchain technology is going to be as impactful as the internet has been from an efficiency and productivity perspective. So, more bullishness coming as we're seeing here trickling on in the news. You got family offices that are asking their, I wouldn't say their clients, right? Their I guess, employees or whatnot. But these family offices are asking them, you know, to start looking into digital assets, maybe splitting some of that into digital assets as a hedge against further inflation, and maybe as possible replacement for gold investment and precious metals investments, right? And other stock investments. It's just crazy. We're seeing more and more institutional involvement underneath the scenes, but yet people are scared about the recent retracement that we had, the bearish trend that we had for a few months, which is actually very healthy in my opinion, if we want to really continue this bull cycle in a very big way. I still don't think it's over yet. It hasn't gotten to the point. It's been ridiculous, don't get me wrong, you guys. It's been like nothing we've ever seen before. It's completely uncharted territory. But I just remember in 2017 when those moonshots were happening, and just the unbelievability of how fat those moonshots were. Like, yes, we've been seeing some filthy moonshots in the beginning part of this year. Don't get me wrong, some oh my god type of money. But really, that should be coming if this bull cycle is continuing on. We are looking for higher highs than just this, especially for the cryptos that we believe in, like XRP, XLM, Hbar, XDC. You guys know the whole gambit, right? Financial advisors. Thank you, XR Pacific. Appreciate you, man. This is what happens when I search for clips. Phantom, the 8-foot horse. What the heck, man? You know what movie I saw recently? And we can get into some speculation on this too. I saw the movie Tomorrow War, which was a very silly movie and reminds me very much of... it reminds me a ton, to tell you the truth, of Edge of Tomorrow. The Tom Cruise flick, right? So you got Chris Pratt here in the Tomorrow War, and then Edge of Tomorrow, right? So Edge of Tomorrow, you know, Tom Cruise fights against an alien race that is from the future or something. Like, they get to repeat their chance at beating this alien race, and in this one it's Chris Pratt versus an alien race. And basically, during watching the World Cup finals, an event happens in the middle of the game where these humans from the future come out and they say there's a war that they're fighting, and they need to draft people from the present to go fight in that future to defeat this enemy. And, you know, aside from the major hole in the plot where, well, can you tell us how we could avoid, you know, how we could just avoid, you know, the war instead of having to draft people from the present into that war? But Chris Pratt goes back into this future. He gets a vaccine for this, and he comes back to, you know, stop the war, for this future war, from ever even happening. And once again, in another Chris Pratt film, like the movie Passengers that we've talked about before on this channel way back in the day, Chris Pratt has to reboot the system. Chris Pratt has to, you know, change the lives of everybody around the world and take it into a different world, a different direction, right? So we're seeing a lot of this type of stuff, right? The reboot into a new world, the realignment, Bretton Woods event that we're seeing, right? The Great Reset, the Big Bang Migration, right? All these words we've heard coming out from the likes of, you know, the IMF, the ECB, Bank for International Settlements, and so forth. So you're seeing it in our media today when they release these films at these times, right? And that this shift into a new world is going to probably happen faster than we think. Because there's certain symbols in the movie that end up happening where they say, you know what, there's no time to wait. There's no time to wait for this great technology, right? And I saw the movie Space Jam 2 as well, and that talks about a great technology as well. I don't know if you guys have seen Space Jam 2 already, but Don Cheadle plays the nemesis in this, and he plays an algorithm called algorithm, and he wants everybody to be connected to his great new technology that is being created at Warner Brothers for some reason, I suppose, called WB3000 or something, right? So you have the movie with Chris Pratt, him rebooting the system right here, and then you have a movie here with LeBron James. Basically, a movie where everybody gets sucked. Massive financial inclusion happens. Anybody with the cell phone is participating in this event, right? So crazy stuff that's been happening in movies that are coming out right now. But a lot of people just see these as forms of entertainment. They say, you know, maybe I'm overreaching in terms of my interpretations of this. But once again, guys, these producers don't spend millions upon millions of dollars on every inch of this frame to only have that on the surface story that's being told. It's always about what's underneath the surface as well, what's being subliminally picked up as well, right? And don't get me wrong, I saw this movie and I was enjoying the ride and the story. I wasn't just only looking for, like, usually it's like a second viewing, or I'll notice it during the viewing and I'm like, okay, I'll talk about that later. But it's not something that is just like I'm trying to be aware of every time I'm watching, you know. Sometimes it's just so blatantly obvious what they bring up in these movies and how to interpret them, right? Animal 54 priming. I feel like it's still a while out. Yeah, Spencer Blackburn, I hear you, my man. I hear you. It could go into 2022. Maybe the beginning of these years are the new cycles for some bullish momentum. We'll just have to see, man. Who knows what can happen in these last 4 months, you know. We've already had major consolidation. A lot of people's overall sentiment in crypto is at a pretty big low. I mean, this pivot today is bringing people's sentiment up a little bit more, and just wait. If we start pivoting up towards those top of those channels that we've been trying to target right here, that's when people are going to get super crazy again, saying bull cycle's back on, we're ready to go. And that's where it's going to really test if we start dead cat bouncing in a major way, where it gets rejected at that top of the channel, or it bursts through, treats it as support, and then starts shooting up for the bull cycle. But we definitely need this pivot, without a doubt. But I feel like people's sentiment is coming back again, right? Or at least until we see, you know, once you see Hedera back at 20 cents, you start seeing XLM at 30 cents. That's when people are going to buy in, and they're going to probably lose some money because the pump, short-term pump, has already happened and they're chasing it. People want to keep chasing pumps. Hell, I saw the pumps today happen, and I was getting excited. I was like, oh man, I want to jump in for this ride because it could possibly go up to the top of this channel. Could possibly be pivoting here for good, right? Could possibly be pivoting here from here for good. Who knows? Maybe it goes to new all-time highs from here because we have been consolidating for a good few months already. But we have these overhead resistance points, and that's why we have a tradal portfolio versus a long-term portfolio with our hodl portfolio, right? So we'll end up seeing what happens, man. But I prefer to buy on red days than green days, and red days will always come. Sure, there are consecutive moments like what we're seeing here before with Hbar, where it takes that ride up. It has just multiple consecutive, guys, about a week and a half of just straight gains happen here for Hbar, right? A week and a half of just straight green days happen for Hbar, and that could happen again in the crypto space. But I'm not going to be chasing those pumps. I'll wait even for a little bit of a retracement, right? I'll wait for even a tiny bit of red before I think about joining on. Legendary time for some green, hopefully. I hear you, my man. Should be some time for some green, man. We've been consolidating for so long, and it looks like the selling pressure is easing up. It's not as severe. It's getting smaller and smaller. So that must mean, hopefully, we're getting ready for that transition towards the green. right? And remember, I mean, this is speculation and I don't want to be taken as fact, but remember, Variable Guy 123 calendar, September through December, green pastures, right? So maybe we start seeing green from there. Who knows, you guys? I mean, I'm not going to just say depending on what Variable Guy 123 has said. But you guys know what I'm saying. I'm just bringing up random speculation. Baba Cug, speaking of speculation, remember when Baba Cugs posted July 22nd, check. We're already getting a tiny bit of a pivot right there for XRP. I'm not saying, you know, look out for tomorrow. It might not mean bullish momentum, you guys. I could be totally wrong. It's very, very highly speculative, and we don't base our investments on the likes of Riddlers. But it is fun to just check out, you know, when they're right and when they're wrong. Especially with Baba Cugs for somebody who has a really big mouth, right? Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here for this pivot for XRP, if it happens, towards the upside. What's up, Crypto and Cowboy? Appreciate you tuning in. Guys, thanks for the 31 likes, the 18 viewers. Thanks to any new subs to the channel. We're on our way to 3K. No doubt about it. Makes you wonder what all the zombie films and TV were about. Well, sometimes, Paul Crispin, that's a very interesting point, because people do believe that maybe we're getting so many zombie and post-apocalyptic world films because maybe that's what the world will be like in the future. But sometimes they like to do the opposite, right? Remember, we have to think backwards and think opposites sometimes in the, you know, in this very speculative form. If we're, you know, believing in, you know, I can't say their name, but that specific group of very rich people, that club that none of us are part of. Maybe one of you are a part of it, but I'm not a part of it for sure. But maybe in their entertainment, they're speaking in opposites, right? They'll show you all this fear, show you what the possible turnout could be, the alternative to have you live in fear. But then the world just continues on, right? Just continue. Like, it's not peaceful. It's not. It is chaotic as hell in this life, without a doubt. But they'll show you these things and then not really have those things happen. In fact, the opposite happens, right? So it kind of makes you think, what does that mean when the opposite happens? Does that mean the bad guy is winning? Because a majority of movies, you know, especially good guy versus bad guy movies, good guy always wins in those movies. So does that mean in real life the bad guy is winning? Right? Because you guys know what I'm saying. Oh, Crypto and Cowboy, appreciate you, man. Is the bad guy always winning in real life? Is that why they have to show us in movies why the good guy is always winning? So yeah, thinking in opposites, duality, right, backwards, all that type of stuff. That's what they like to do, man. I don't try to get too lost up in it, but it is fun to talk about and speculate on. But you know, not have it be the crux of our being, right? So we like XRP here for the pivot. Same reasons for what we liked XLM. Alright, we're going to check out one more crypto, you guys. Let's check out where Solana is at. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in for another late night DLT live stream. Always good hanging out with the Blue Crew. Always good keeping our eyes on the prize, y'all. Really crucial point right here, actually, for Solana. Testing former area of resistance as support possibly. Could come down to $17. That's always a possibility right here. But if you can be confirming this breakout, looks like we do have a little bit of a breakout right here on the daily. Man, if you're confirming this breakout right here, you're already on the way for our target that we set, up to a 23% gain possibility. We'll see what this pivot's going to mean, but it is a higher low if you count the wick. It's a lower low if you count the close, which you don't want to see, right? but it's like a very essential point right here of where is it going to cross, right? We trusted the stock RSI and its placement when we were calling it out, you know, just a few days ago or this past week, right? We were trusting that bottom part of the RSI to pivot towards the upside, and it did. The indicators were looking good, right? So we'll see what ends up happening for the rest of the week. But hopefully we got a little bit more gas left in the tank for a good weekend cycle, and then we'll get into next week, and that could be a whole other set of can of worms, right? What coin is that on screen? This is Solana, my man. Oh, I hear you, Crypto and Cowboy. All good, man. But anyways, guys, we're on the way out here. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Even those who came in late, appreciate your support as always. Went through a lot of stuff in this live stream like we usually do because we like to keep our eyes on the prize and we like hanging out with the Blue Crew. Always appreciate your guys' input in the chat and how you guys have a dialogue with each other as well. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not sure tomorrow because I'm going to be working tomorrow, maybe in the morning, very early morning, but I wouldn't get my hopes up because I'll probably be preparing. So if anything, I'll see you guys on Friday. Much love to the Blue Crew. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto community, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. Much love, Blue Crew. I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.